Page 27, Waltzing Around. On page 26, they're introducing you to another note for the treble clef. And this is the note B right under middle C. You notice middle C in treble clef is that it's got a line going through it. We say it's on the line when the line goes through it. Doesn't make any sense, but this is music. What do you expect? And with the new note then is shown in the middle there is right below it. That's C and that's the B. That's what it is for treble clef. Even though you can show the note in bass clef, sometimes they have to show it for the treble clef. For what we're doing, because the left hand's playing bass clef and the right hand's playing treble clef, it means the right hand's going to play that note for now, but it doesn't have to. There's no rule says it has to be one hand or the other. It's just convenient right now. It's the right hand's going to play it. And they show you at the bottom of the page 26 those two notes for the bass clef, the B, and the treble clef B. It's the same note. We just went through this with the D. Now we're going through it with the B. And there can be other notes on down that we can do in treble clef also. It's something for you to look forward to. I know you're excited about it, Jess. Let's talk about this waltz thing. It is one page long. Treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major. 3/4 time, which makes sense because it's a waltz, and waltzes are usually in 3/4 time. You can imagine people waltzing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's take it one hand at a time and make sure we understand what's going on. The right hand, they don't give you any finger numbers. So now we got to figure out where to put the hand. Well, we want to cover these notes because that's where you're starting. And if I look at the second line, I see we've also got these notes here. And it looks like that's about the only notes we got. So to cover all of these notes in one hand position means I'm here, right here. So that means it's a 2 and a 4 there at the beginning. If you want to write in 2 and 4 finger numbers at the beginning, to remind you, that's fine. Just in the first measure though. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is exciting. Let's go to the second line. This is the B. That's the B we're talking about. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Am I dance class or what? That's all the right hand's doing. Melody's in the left hand. So let's see what the left hand is doing. You're starting thumb here, put you in this position. You'll notice in the second measure, they want second finger on that note. What? Okay, we can do that because we're good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the thumb right where it's at. I'm going to cover up, relax. Your hand will move if you'll relax. Relax. And I'm going to come over and I'll play it with the second finger. Not moving the hand staying here and just for that. And then the next note's thumb again. I'm just playing right there. Practice that. Both hands. Doesn't matter what notes you're playing. The point is thumb and you're crossing over the second finger. Practice that. Relax. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. You'll get it. So we're here, 2, 3 beats, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is all you're doing in the left hand for the most part till you get to the last line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's tied. So put the hands together. We're here. Remember, we're 2 and 4 here. So it's 1, 2, 3. Changed here. Okay. Let's go down to the last line. It's here. 1. The left hand's tied. You don't play it again. You just hold it down. Yeah. That's sort of the notes and rhythms. So you go through and get the hands working together and then get rid of the hesitations. And again, even though you're crossing over, you should still be able to play this without looking at the keyboard eventually. Then we think about the articulation. And they don't give us any. Okay, skip the articulation. How about the dynamics? We have an MP at the beginning. Mezzo piano is moderately soft. That's the melody. And here is the left hand. So sort of soft in the left hand, whatever you think that is. The right hand has to be in the background. Okay, all the way through. That's the only dynamic they give you, so that's it. Now, you don't actually play the piece at exactly that dynamic. You get into it and you interpret it. Let's talk interpretation. We're there now. The natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You feel these. The left hand's doing it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's sort of built in for you. And the dynamics are part of interpretation. And again, you're not going to do it all at one level. Get into it and you feel it. You can get a little louder and softer as you feel it. If you feel like it, go for it. Just a little bit. Just stay in that area. As far as the phrasing goes, I think it's working out where each line again is turning out to be a phrase. It's just each line is a phrase. So I'm lifting up in the left hand at the end of each line, like taking a breath before I go. Otherwise, I'm connecting the left hand all the way through. You can't connect the right hand, they're chords. But don't play them short. I said don't, and then I did. My point is there's nothing in the music marked. It doesn't say connect them. It doesn't say anything. That leaves it wide open. So in that case, if you would like to play them short, hinge at the wrist, you can. That's interpretation. But if you don't like that, if you want to connect them more, do that. It gives a different flavor, a different feeling to it. Experiment with it. Try it different ways at different times. See how you feel. There is a ritardando at the bottom, so you're going to slow down a little bit. And the fermata, just hold that out as long as it feels right. I don't know how long it is. You decide. But with a metronome, I would double it and hold that that note for 6 counts instead of 3. Keep in mind at the bottom, that last 2 measures. All the time I'm doing this, I want to hear that. That's the melody. And if this is sort of soft, this other stuff's got to get really soft, because this is going to die away. And as it dies away, you got to stay under it. So you got to get softer. So I can continue to hear that note. Don't drown it out. Let's play it together slowly, double check the notes and everything. I'm going to play both hands about the same. The fermata I'll hold for 6 counts instead of 3. I can't do a ritardando with a metronome. We got to stay the same speed. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go.